Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome any new subscribers. A few of you guys joined up. Alright, so I took it out, took it to the parkade, ran it with the tires and everything to test out the Cvd'S in the back, see if the shit was going to get hot, and it didn't, so everything's fine. I guess it's got enough clearance. But I did notice that yeah, this thing with that extra pound of weight, you can feel that shit, man. And maybe because of the tires are not that good either. They're good for playing, but they're not good for like hard driving or anything. But and maybe because the diffs don't have shit in them. I don't know. I haven't took them out yet, but we're gonna take those out. That's what we're gonna do after this. But that extra pound of weight, man, you can feel that shit the way it handled compared to this thing. So you know. It's weird, so maybe it's just me, but yeah, maybe get these tires off, get these diffs right, and then see what happens. But I think I'm gonna do a speed run on this if my speed meter thing is working, and then I'm gonna pull this system out and I'm gonna put that Traxxas system in here. I mean, not Traxxas, what the hell am I talking about? Then I'm gonna put in the Arrma system, that old version 1 from my hobby. And then that's what's going to stay in it. All right, let's get started on these diffs. All right, we're going to start with the rear diff. Easy enough. I'm not just going to pull the whole frickin' rear end off. It's just easier for me. So I'm going to take this bolt out here for this brace. And then there's probably 4 screws on the bottom. And so I'll pull that off. I'm going to pull tires off too. All right, I'll get back to you when this shit's apart. Alright, got it off. I took the wing off because you can move that wing around, up, down, forward, back. I don't know what the hell you can do with it. So, got the whole thing off. Loosen up these 2 screws, these 2 screws, these 2 screws. I think that's it. And then I loosened up these things here for the sway bars. So the whole thing should pull out. Let's see what happens. I have no clue. I didn't look at the instructions, so that probably would have been easier. There we go. There it goes. There's some grease in there. And come on. There we go. Yeah, it feels pretty empty. Might just be me. Alright, I'm going to pull these screws out. We'll be right back. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see what's in here. There's some shit in there. Not a lot. You'll see that crap in there. Yeah, there's not a lot. That shit should be full up. There. Alright, I'm gonna clean this shit up, put it back together, put some fluid in it, fill it up, and then we'll move on to the next one. Alright, all done. I stuck some 10K in there, feels a lot better. So let's get this installed. There's plenty of grease in here for me to transfer from there onto these teeth. So I'm gonna put this back together, and then we're gonna take the center apart. Alright, got the rear end done. Just a little heads up, to get these screws out, you're either going to have to take this whole wing assembly mount off, or you're going to have a hex with a ball on the end of it to get at it from an angle. Otherwise, you're just going to strip that shit. Alright, so that's done. When I put some 10,000 in that. So now we're going to do this center diff. I do believe it's just take these out and then the thing slides out. We're going to find out. Alright, let me get these 4 screws off and let's see what happens. Yep, 4 screws. This pulls right out, and the diff should come right out. Let's see if it's gonna come out. Look at that, one-handed. All right, let's see what we got. Put you down on a cheap China stand. Try to get you straight, close enough. See what we got there. There's something in there. Not real thick. Yeah, it kind of slipped right there. Let's take it apart. We'll see what's in it. All right, screws are out. Moment of truth. There's some shit in there. It's not a lot. You look down in there, there's shit in there. So yeah, I could use some more. See, that's a gasket. Let me see if I can get this gasket off, and then I'll pull these frickin' gears out. Maybe pulling the gears out, I'll pull the gasket out. There it goes. Look at that ingenuity. Alright, let's clean these up, get this goo out of here so there ain't shit in there. Not much. Alright, get back to you. Alright, got it all cleaned out. Make sure you clean the gasket up, make sure there's no dirt or nothing in between the gasket and the surface it's sealing. Otherwise that shit gonna leak on your ass. And what we're putting in this one is we got some 50K, 50,000. We're gonna try that. Man, this shit thick. Look at that. Ew. Big glob of that crap in there. It'll take a while to settle. Just make sure you ain't filling it up to the brim. About 3/4 full, some shit like that. Not too full. And once you get it in there, you want to work the gears a little bit. Hold them blocks down, these two. And let that sit a few minutes, and then I'm going to put some more in there. Yeah, I can see it needs more. All right, get back to you. When you tightening up these diff screws, I snug mine down to like just sort of a little bit up, and then snug the first one down. Don't tighten it down, just bring it down so it touches. Bring the next one down, crisscross that crap. Don't just torque one down all the way and then another one and then another and then call it a day, because it'll get in there crooked and shit, and it'll mess with your gears. All right, so I'm gonna tighten these down. Like I said, just a little bit at a time on each one and crisscross until they're all snug. All right, all back together. That feels a lot better. That's a lot tighter. It was pretty loose before. It feels like there's something in there. All right, like I said, I put 50K in there. Don't be thinking this is the way to do it. This is just one I do for myself. What you guys do is what you guys do. So I don't hear no comments. You're putting the wrong shit in there. No, I like the wrong shit in there. So, all right, so this one's done. Put this back in, and we'll take the front one out. All right, center diffs put back in, rear diffs put back in. I gotta tighten that screw up, and it's all done. Cool. All done. I'm gonna pull this off. For me, it's easier. Just take that screw out, these two screws out, or actually the two bottom ones, and the 4 up front, and then take that out, because I want to look at it. It's easier for me to handle. Take the whole front end off. Yeah, you can just pull this shit off and pull it out, but that's the easy way. All right, let me get this off, and we'll do the last diff. All right, moment of truth. Final diff. See one inch head in it. The other two weren't bad. Didn't have enough, but they weren't bad. Let's just pull these out, and I should pull that damn seal out. Oh shit, I ripped it. Oh hell. What am I gonna do? Oh, we'll fix that. It'll be fine. Yeah, not much in there. Could use a little more. All right, let me get this cleaned up, and then we'll put some 20 in there, and I got another gasket for that. Not a big deal. All right, let me get going on this. All right, all cleaned up. Nice new gasket, just for future reference. This is a Losi 1/8 scale buggy gasket, diff gasket. Fits like it was meant to go on there. Looky that. Okay, so got a new one of those. So just a reminder, take your time when you're doing shit. I rushed it. I messed up. I admit it. I didn't care, but I did learn from my mistake. All right, we're gonna fill this up with some 20. I got some 20 here. Some diff gear. Fluid for a crawler, I think that's when it came with. And hell. In the center one I had some leftover Offness shit. The front one we put we put Axo in there too. No. And the back one we've stuck 10,000. So, and it's all the same, man. Just different weights. Alright, let me get this filled up and put back together. Alright, last one, all done. I'll put back together. Feels good. Don't know if it's going to work good, but I know it feels good. Alright, so let's put this shit back where it belongs. That was the only mistake. Remember, take your time. Don't just force shit. Don't go all crazy like I did. But I had placement, so I didn't give a shit. I probably should have, but I didn't. Oh well. So I'm going to get this back together, and when you're putting it back together, make sure everything keeps working nice and smooth. And then, yeah, put it back together. So let's get this back together and see how she looks. All right, front end's back on. Everything's nice and smooth again, I hope. So that's about as smooth as I can get that shit. I tried, but well, yeah, that's good. I'll give her a shot. I gotta put the motor back up against the pinion back up against the spur and see what she looks like. All right, all done. All in all, the whole process should take you about an hour and a half. First time, probably 2 hours, 2.5. Just take your time. That's all it is. Just take your time. Look at the instructions. It's just easier for me to take the clip off at a time. And the center diff, that came out real easy. So, no problem there. All right, I did move the wing. Moved it back a little bit. And I think it's higher or lower. I don't know. But I did move it back. You turn these little braces around and you can move this around or up and down, whatever the hell you want. So we'll give that a shot. I doubt if it's going to do anything, and I don't really know what I'm doing by doing that, but for the way I drive, I don't think it matters one bit. All right, next time we're going to do these shocks, put some different fluid in them. That should be easy, straightforward. Take that thing off down there, take that nut off up there, and it should come apart, come right off. All right, till then, I still got to hook up these stabilizer bars, and I got to hook this, push the pinion up against the spur gear, set the mesh. And it's raining right now, so as soon as it clears up, we'll take it out, do a little speed run. I think my speed run GPS thing works. I don't know. I was having problems with it last time. All right, till next time.